Welcome back, Two Steppers, to your latest episode of Choosin Texas podcast, where we have another extremely special guest joining us this evening. Kellyanne of Kelly Sings Country is joining us to talk all about music, all about her career, and all the exciting stuff coming up in the next year or so. So, welcome in, Kellyanne. How's it
Hi.
going?
Hi, how
And
exciting. Oh my goodness, my first ever podcast.
is it? No way.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's exciting. Well, you're in the right place because we always look after our guests here.
Okay,
It's always
great.
just fun and chill. So no stress, kick back, grab a brew if you've got one nearby. Like absolutely.
As if by magic.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
On brand as well.
Definitely one of us.
Hmm.
Definitely one of us. Because this is what I'm always like. I'm like, grab a brew. Make sure we've
Yeah,
got some our comfy clothes on. Like it's party on top, pajamas on bottom.
that's it.
Always.
I am wearing my pajama bottoms because it is just gone 9 o'clock in case anyone's watching this in the morning. Yes, yes, I'm very much in my comfy. So I got my 3 5s apparel hoodie on.
Oh, love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, loving
Love
that
three
brand.
fives.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so jumping into our first questions then, let's get to it, shall we? What first pulled you towards country music, especially growing up in the UK rather than the US, where it wasn't as big a scene
Sure.
necessarily?
This is like a really interesting question because
Okay,
like obviously people ask this a lot. Now, I got into country music randomly through a karaoke competition
okay.
because I grew up punk, very much into the Clash, the Sex Pistols, and then really loved my emo bands, My Chemical Romance, all of that kind of stuff. But we're going back to just before COVID, and I was in a karaoke competition and I was trying to find a song to sing for the finals. And there was this song that everyone was talking about, right? About smashing up some headlights with a Louisville slugger, right? So I go on YouTube and I'm like, what is that song? Carrie Underwood Before He Cheats. And I'm like, I'm going to
Mhm.
sing this song. That YouTube, I watched the YouTube video and I'm like, this song's great. And then that rolls on to the next one. And it's weird what you remember in life, isn't it? Because I remember this next song came on. It was Blake Shelton, Boys Round Here. And I was like, this song's
Oh,
really fun. Oh my, like, I love it. And then the one that really got me, Mama's Broken Heart. Miranda Lambert was the next one on, and I was like, "Who is this woman in her blue dress?" And like, oh my goodness, honestly I couldn't stop listening to it. And then it went from there. Really, I remember like listening to Pistol Annie's, and then it just accelerated in the lockdowns. So I'm a hairdresser by trade. I had nothing to do,
yeah.
so I'm just like spending my time listening to music, and I became very much a country queen. Yeah. Like
I
really,
love
really
that.
fell into it. Yeah.
I love that. And it's the fact that I was speaking about this on radio last night, actually, where I was saying that there's music takes us on a journey and it can
Yeah.
transport us to anywhere in the world. And there's certain songs that are so specific to a moment in time or
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
person or, like mine is always You Are My Sunshine. It takes me straight to my granddad singing it to me
Yeah.
as a child. But there's so many, isn't there, that there's just like pockets of life
Yeah.
with music.
Totally agree. I don't know many people that aren't into music. Most of my good friends, like, they're just, that's the language that connects us.
Yeah, no,
But
definitely.
every now and then you come across people that are like, oh, I don't really listen to music. And I'm like, so what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you
What
do?
fills the silence? I'm
I
so
know, I
confused.
know. Netflix documentaries, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but like if you're in the car, surely you're listening. I mean, I listen to podcasts sometimes,
Yeah.
but you cannot
I,
beat a good drive out in the middle of the night when it's just like you just need to clear
yeah.
your head, stick the tunes on, get
Yeah.
singing, top of your lungs. Like nothing beats it.
Yeah. Totally
Nothing
agree.
beats it. Um,
Totally agree.
so you've actually answered the second question already because I was going to say what was the specific artist or song that pulled you towards it, but that's, I mean, two for one there.
Yeah.
So how did your local music scene shape the way that your careers kind of started and progressed?
The local music scene. So, well, God, this is an interesting one to answer because so a lot of people don't know that this whole thing for me has happened sort of by accident, really. Um, it must be a year ago now, just over. So I've always sung like a lot. There are things people don't know about me. I do think there are people that have. I have received a few like comments, like, you know, oh, who is she? She's just turned up. I think there is a bit of a vibe with a couple of people, and not many. Most people have been like so nice to me and really cool and like,
Yeah.
yeah, get in the scene. And what people don't know about me is I actually have a degree in music. I've been singing for years. I was writing music forever ago, you know. And so it just so happens I'm just doing the same things, except I'm now fully indulged in the country scene. And so in the lockdowns, obviously, like, you get to know your neighbours a bit more. And obviously then my neighbours learned, hey, she sings, she likes country. And there was one of my neighbours across the road loved country, so we like had many nights singing, talking about country music. And it was about a year ago, she was hosting a charity event that was country themed, but there was like no budget. So she DM'd me and she was like, would you by any chance come and sing for us, just some covers, half an hour? And I was like, yeah, okay. Like, yeah, okay. Like, how different can it be to karaoke? Spoiler alert, it's so different to karaoke. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can't just get up and be drunk and like sing a bum note. Like, so I did that. And then from there, I was asked to perform at like another event, like a singer dropped out, and then all of a sudden this girl on Facebook was like, I've got this event, it's next week, I need a country singer. What I quickly discovered was, like, I'm in Swindon, there aren't really any country artists here. There's a guy called Clint Fisher who's actually genuinely from Nashville. He's booked up until all eternity because he's so amazing, and he writes his own music too, and he performs with his guitar and things. So very quickly I'm getting like messages and messages and messages. Can you come do this? Can you come do this? So I was sort of thrown into it a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then at my gigs, people turning up like, oh my goodness, thank goodness there's like now country artists, thank goodness there's people here. And like, you start listening to what it is that people want. And I think I've definitely kind of edged down the path of like the fun party country, because people are asking me, oh, show us a line dance. And so I make up line dances on the spot. I don't know, they're definitely not the official ones. I'm so sorry to the line dancing community. We just make them up. And show us a line dance. Can you sing this one? Oh, can you sing Shania Twain and all of this? So I've definitely been molded into the fun party kind of thing. But now I think people are embracing what's coming next, which is like the songwriting. And also like the learning the guitar.
Okay.
What a journey this is being, like learning the guitar. I thought
What
I was gonna
stage in that journey are you at? Because I also have been trying to learn the guitar. I say
right.
I've been trying. I've put it down for over a year now, and I've not picked it back up because I don't genuinely have the time to commit to it right now.
Right.
But
So
I mean, I don't know if you can see how long my nails are. It's
oh,
not an
see, look at the
easy.
state of me. I'm not this girly girl. I just don't, like, I've got calluses now. But I know, like, Rhiannon Page. Do you know of Rhiannon
Yeah,
Page? She's incredible. I went to see her play at Little Nashville, and she does it. She plays it with her nails all done, and I'm like, how?
yeah,
Like, that girl is just so talented. She could
yeah.
probably play it one-handed. So I basically started playing the guitar back in October,
Right.
and I just haven't put it down. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, if the TV's on, I'm just like trying to not even maybe play the chords, just practice. And someone said to me, hey, just have it on you all the time. If the kettle's boiling, just strum some chords. If you're making dinner, strum some chords. That's exactly what I did. And yeah, I'm playing it out already. I've just booked my first acoustic gig. I'm going up to Nashville in June to play a show, and
Yay, that's so
it's just, yeah.
exciting.
But I had my first official guitar lesson today, which was fun, which is really, yeah. But this guy was like, started playing dun 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 dun, because I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan, right?
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. And I was like, yes, I want to get better at this. And he was like, what's that? I was like, oh, it's Walk the Line. This kid, he didn't know what I don't think he knew who Johnny Cash was.
Who doesn't know who
And I was
Johnny
like, what
Cash
are they
is?
teaching in schools? What are they teaching? And he
Not
gave me
good
homework.
music.
He gave me homework.
Okay.
And I also gave him homework. I'm like, you need, like, at the very least, Ring of Fire by next week.
Yeah.
And at least Redneck Woman, okay? Because that's what we're going to be
Yes.
learning. So,
Yeah. We're gonna need an education here on both sides.
on
It's
both
so
sides,
funny.
please.
I love that you've gone for a lesson and you're ended up teaching the teacher. That's brilliant.
Do you know what
Like,
though? He was so cool. He was really cool. And he's like, I'm just not into country. It's just not my thing, but I'm going to get into it and I'm going to teach you and I'm going to help you. And I was like, great. That sounds good to
love
me.
that. Because it sounds like he's missing a trick with all the like rise in popularity of country music. And it's
Yeah.
growing
Yeah.
so fast. I mean,
So
I
far. Yeah.
I was driving some of my students around in my car the other week. We were going to a sports centre, and I've always got country music playing in my car full
Yeah.
time. Um, and I'm driving along, and they're always like, "Miss, turn it off, turn this off." And I'm like, "No, no, my car, my rules." And then a song came on, and I can't remember what song. It was an older one, actually. I think it was "Suds in the Bucket," actually, by um, what's her name? Can't remember off the top of my head. Can't remember. Sarah, someone. So "Suds in the Bucket" came on, and one of the younger kids in the back just started singing away, and I was like,
Oh, okay.
"Okay."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, my nana listens to this song." And I was like, "Oh, cool." I was like, "Your nana is the coolest person that you know. Let me tell you, the coolest." I
Yeah.
was like, "You need to listen to what your nana's listening to, and you're going to be
Yeah.
right on top of trend when you're an adult and you can go out and you can go into bars and stuff. This is the kind of stuff that's going to make you a cool dude." Like, I mean, obviously they
Isn't
don't take it from me because I'm a teacher, but like,
but isn't it interesting though? Like my granddad loved country music, and I used to be like, "Oh, country music." Now I'm like, "Why aren't you listening to country music? What's wrong with
yeah,
you?"
like I'm still
Yeah,
baffled that someone who doesn't know Johnny Cash, like baffled.
I bet he
Um,
does. I bet you, if I'd have whacked on the Spotify playlist "Ring of Fire,"
yeah,
like surely,
surely they would have known.
surely, because I don't want to imagine that world. If I'm
No,
honest, no,
no. Mm-mm.
I think it's probably just a yeah.
It's yeah, that's crazy though. That is
Yeah, but
crazy.
he knew what wagon wheel was. He literally said, "Do you play
Oh,
wagon wheel?" And I was like, "Okay."
we can accept you a little bit.
Redeemed. Yeah.
So you said you're heading out to Nashville this year,
Yeah.
which is super exciting a bit.
Yes.
Um, with that, do you feel pressure to make your own music sound more American? Or do you kind of try and keep that kind of, because a lot of British country singers will sing with a kind of American twang or use American
Yeah,
language
that's
in their,
me.
and
Yeah.
so, and it's not that's not a criticism at
Yeah,
all. I'm
no.
just wondering, like, is that a pressure that you feel? Is it just a kind of natural thing that happens, or what do you kind of?
I think, to be honest, I can't speak for everybody, but I think for a lot of us, because we've come from, I think the easiest way to try and make a like name for yourself is to get on, you want to get in the pubs and the clubs. The easiest way to do that is to become a tribute covers artist. And when
Yeah,
you're covering someone, you automatically just start singing like them. So you automatically start doing the twangs.
yeah,
And I definitely, um, my husband recorded some of my stuff from low places last week. There was one song I was like, Kelly, I was like, that was too much. Like that was too like, yeah, American. But I think I just naturally do start singing like Dolly. I say like Dolly instead of like Dolly. I noticed
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I posted on Instagram earlier and I was listening to myself like, oh yeah. But I accept it. I don't I'm definitely like an old country girl. Some of the newer country, dare I say, I do think is a little, just for my taste, a little bit poppy. And obviously, a lot of the old country is very Southern American.
Yeah.
And I think yeah.
It's natural to kind of fall into that.
Yeah, I think so. Like if I was a punk singer, and when I used to like years ago, I fronted a punk band. Don't
Love
tell anyone.
this. Love
And
this.
like you automatically start singing with like a London accent.
Yeah, because when I
Yeah.
sing, one of my favorite songs is "Down at the Tube Station at Midnight." It's like one of my
Down at the
all-time
tube
favorite
station in
songs,
Midland. Yeah, what a
and I
song.
sing it as if I'm from London. Like I'm
Yeah.
clearly not. I'm clearly the other side of the country.
Yeah.
But every time I sing it, I'm like, you know, suddenly I've got this affected London accent that have never spoke with in my entire life. So totally
Yeah.
understand that one.
Yeah.
And it is funny because I saw a video once and it was Scottish people singing songs in their own accent, and it changed the whole sound of the song. So it does bring a different meaning, I guess, to the song when you're singing it in a different accent. Whereas,
Yeah. And I guess
yeah,
as well, like if you think of like that 500 miles, if you're in a pub and everybody's drunk, nobody is singing that in a British accent.
no,
Like
no, you're singing it full. If everybody's Scottish in that moment,
uh-huh.
everybody is collectively Scottish.
Yeah,
Like,
you just do it, I think. But
yeah,
no, I don't feel, to be honest with you, going out to Nashville, very privileged, very lucky. It's again like with anything, I feel like I don't want to say things happen by accident because I do work so hard, and like I've got my day job, my big girl job, as you know, people call it. And then this has turned into another full-time job. I'm so grateful.
yeah.
I'm exhausted, but I was out in Nashville last year, and then I'm trying to think. So fun. I'm going to tell you a fun story.
Oh, I'm getting comfy. Come on.
Everybody loves this story because I like when I go out to Nashville this year, it will be my fourth visit, right? So roll back to, gosh, I was 29. I don't want to tell you how many years ago that was, but I was 29. And my friend Nikki and I, we grew up together in school, and we had this pact that we were, before we turned 30, we were going to do a road trip
Okay.
around America. We hit 29, and I'm like, Nikki, we are running out of time, right? We're running out of time. That's going on in the background. And then there's this one night, right? This one night, I'm out in a bar in my town of Swindon that nobody's ever heard of. It's like lost in the middle of Bristol and London, right? And I'm out in a bar. I think it was a Tuesday night because if I remember rightly, it was karaoke. I go out into the smoking area to find my friend, and this girl comes over to me. She's like, "Hey, this is excuse my accent. Hey, do you have a lighter? Do you have a lighter at all?" And I'm like, "You American?" This girl's American, right? She's from Nashville, this girl, and she's in a pub in Swindon because she's visiting a friend who moved here. And I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, so for her entire trip, I meet up with her like a few times. We became friends, we stayed in touch. So then she invites me over to Nashville, this girl. So I'm like, Nikki, our time is now. I've got us accommodation in Nashville. We just need the flight. And we decide like whilst we're there, we're going to go Memphis, we're going to go to a few other places, right? So we fly out to Nashville. Oh God, 14 years ago. It feels like it was yesterday, but it was so long ago. And this was when Nashville was Nashville, right? It's different now. It's so different now. And anyway, we go out to Nashville. We have a really great time, Nikki and I. We go to Memphis. We went to Chattanooga. We went to Atlanta. And on our last night in Nashville, we go to a karaoke bar, and it's still there. This same karaoke bar is still there. And I remember it so well. My friend gets up to sing karaoke. She's singing Sex on Fire, Kings of Leon, right? This guy comes over to me. He's like, "Do you think your friend will mind if I get up and sing with her?" And I was like, "She will fucking hate it, but go up and do it anyway because it'll be funny." Right. He gets up to sing with my friend. The in-between bit we don't need to worry about, but she winds up marrying this guy and moving to Nashville. This
No
is how,
way.
and this is how this is how I have connections in Nashville. Like I have a friend that lives there. So each time I'm going to Nashville, I have like somewhere to stay. Unfortunately, they have gone their separate ways now, her and her husband, but she still lives there because she's got like two really gorgeous children over there. So
That's such a cool story.
it's a
That
cool
is,
story. And so when I went out there last year, she's taken me to the songwriter shows like off Broadway. And I met so many people that are like releasing albums. I met like, you know, amazing people. Like obviously you meet amazing people on Broadway, but it is like somebody explained it to me as an assault on the senses, and it is a bit like that
yeah.
now. And so yeah, I just reached out to one of those contacts, and I was like, I want to play that show. And he's like, great. I was like, no, I was joking. What do you mean?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, you were serious?
Yeah, so I've got like a 40-minute slot. It's all my own material. You're allowed to do like one, maybe two covers, guitar only. So obviously I've really got to perfect as much as I can in 12 weeks the guitar.
Hey, you'll be fine. You'll smash it. Like, but I also feel like
Yeah.
at this point, if we ever get the opportunity and there is a karaoke night, I'm coming with you. I'm getting on stage and I'm going to make you tell any American guys.
Yeah, I'm
Get
on
on
it.
stage with her. It's fine.
I am the greatest, but the worst wing woman. Like I will hook you up with anyone because I don't care who I talk to. I think it's a hairdresser thing. I talk to anyone.
Yeah.
And but my success rate is zero. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. Right.
But you
Well,
might get a free trip to America, so that's okay.
that's fine. That's fine. I love that. That is such a cool story though. I love that.
Yeah.
Um, what would you say is the most personal song that you've written, and is it hard to release those more vulnerable moments?
Yeah. So every song I'm writing at the moment it's just coming easy to me because it's just like years and years of stories. Once I've got all my stories out, I don't know what I'm going to write about. Um, so there's Cowboy to My Cowgirl, which is the one I'm playing live a lot at the moment. That's just about, that struggle to find your person when you feel like everybody else has found their person. And then I'm just writing there's a song on my first single. It's a song called Kiss You When I'm Drunk. And that's about, like, when you go out when you're like in your 20s or whatever, and you're just like, hey, if I've not pulled by the end of the night, I know that guy's a sure bet, right? We've all
Yeah,
done it. We've all
we
done
have
it.
all been there.
Currently writing a song called I'd Rather Be Johnny Cash. And that's all about the story of just not wanting to be the girly girl. And but the most personal song I've written is called Death Do Us Part. And it is my husband can hear me talking and he doesn't even know this, but it's the story of me and my husband because like we've been through some challenges and we've like fought to the bitter end and come out of the other side, and like the lyrics are very, very personal. There's a line in it, the chorus is literally the kind of love where daddy says no. Like he asked for my hand in marriage and my dad said no. And my mum was the one that was like, don't be so silly, like you took too long to propose to me, like let them get married. So it's like mama says life's too short for you to play around.
Love
And the
that.
kind of love where your friends don't get it, but they've got wine in the fridge for when you regret it. Sorry, my cat wants to be part of the show.
Oh, I love this.
Come here, Bugs. Um, yeah, so it's very personal, and it's funny because like a million times I've gone to like put that on my Instagram, and I've just stopped because I'm like, I just don't know if I'm ready for the
Yeah.
questions. Um, and because it's so personal, like no one has said anything mean about any of my songs, but I just don't know if I'm ready for someone to say something mean, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
And it's so
yeah,
vulnerable. It's so difficult to be vulnerable because,
yeah,
it's different being vulnerable in a room full of your closest friends and you can
mm,
sit there and you can say, guys, I just need wine night and we can just, kick our shoes
yeah,
off and chat and let's talk. But
yeah,
it's that on a much bigger scale when once it's out there, it's out there. Number one.
100%.
And
Yeah,
number two, you don't know these people. So you're like, I always say, like, my motto in life is I do not give a fuck if someone judges me that I don't care about. If I don't know you and I don't care about you, judge away. Say what you want, do what you want. It
yeah,
doesn't affect me. But when it's people close to you and it's like, for example, your
yeah.
dad or like your family or your friends hearing things for the first time and they're like, whoa, what's that?
Yeah,
Different kettle.
it really is. It's interesting because I've never felt that kind of like I'm working with a producer at the moment where like he's like every time I do some writing I send it to him so he can start working on like how it's going to sound ready for when we record. And we both thought that Death Do Us Part was going to be the first single. And one day I just voice noted him and I was like, I want it recorded and I want to release it. I'm just not sure if I'm ready to share it. And then all of a sudden, about a week later, I'm just like messing around on my guitar and Kiss You When I'm Drunk. It just started coming out. Like the words were just coming out, and send it to him. And he was like, that is a banger. He was like, that is a banger. And then he threw it through some AI so we could get a gist of what it's going to sound like. And we were both like, oh my God. And I was like, already I can hear girls singing this
Yeah.
in like low places in Birmingham, pointing at the guy,
Yeah. Like
the
you're
poor
you're that
unsuspecting
guy.
guy. And
You're
we
the
were like,
sure bet.
yeah. And then I actually think like I'd Rather Be Johnny Cash is probably going to be the second. And I think maybe once people get to know me, I hope that doesn't sound too obnoxious. Like, but once people get to
No,
know me, then maybe
I
they
think
can
it's
hear Death to Us Part. Yeah.
part of that vulnerability is you have to
Yeah.
like build up to that. You have to like
Mm.
build a connection, build a kind of group of people who are invested in that story. Because,
Yeah.
you know, look at Alexandra Kay. I talk about her all the time, by the way. Like, I'm obsessed with her. But her divorce
Mm.
album literally saw me through the darkest days of my
Interesting. Yeah.
life. And I was listening to that album on a loop. The song Everleave was Backroad Therapy. All of those
Wow.
songs, literally, I was like going through the worst breakup I've ever gone through. And I was just listening and listening and listening. And then recently she's brought out her new album, which has got her second chance at love kind of thing with her new fella. And she's released The Last and Cupid's a Cowgirl and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I'm not there yet, but there's hope. If she's made it through that, then there is hope. And so
100%.
it's
Yeah.
that journey, isn't it? Where like sometimes the vulnerable moments have to have a build up. You have to, you know, let people in first to the funner, more quirky, or the more, you know, normal side of things, and then bam, punch them in the face with the
Yeah.
vulnerability.
100%. And I think also, like, I think I need to feel like accepted to
Hmm.
like by the community fully to like then be like, you can have this now. Like, I don't know. But I think I need to go listen to that album because I haven't
Oh,
listened to it. Ever
100%. So um
Everleave. Yeah.
it's all I ever wanted is the first album, and then the second one, I think it's, I can't remember if it's Cupid's a Cowgirl or what she's called it. Um but the second one was only released in October, just gone.
Right.
But the whole album, like start to finish, there's like the girls track that's like She Stayed, about our best friends who stayed through everything. You've got, you know, the the person who's just going through a relationship and taken for granted, and it's everything's fine, there's nothing majorly wrong, but her partner just takes for granted that she'll never leave
Wow.
because she'll just stick with the status quo. But the whole track, start to finish, the whole album, start to finish, there's not a track that I would skip on it, and that happens very rarely.
Do you know, right? I went to see Megan Maroney in concert when she was here last. She's, by the way, one of the most incredible singers and performers I've ever seen in my entire life. She gets on the stage and she made a really good point, right? She said, it just pinged into my head when you were talking about that album. She said she's got really, really, really bad taste in men, which makes for a really good country singer-songwriter. And I was like, yes, actually,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
a really, that is actually a
Fair
really good
point.
analysis. Yeah. Have a really bad taste in men and you'll like never need like subjects to write about ever again, I guess.
Yeah, no,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, wow. I
But
love
yeah,
that.
it's
That's so
music.
right.
Music is a story, isn't it? And especially country music. It's, and when you can get people relating to your story, and every, no matter what you sing
Yeah.
about, someone out there needs to hear it. And you don't
Yeah,
think about it when you're writing it because you're just putting out your thoughts and your feelings and your experiences. But somebody needs to hear that song.
100%. And do you know what? And this is why I'm kind of keen as well to like, I'd rather be Johnny Cash. I don't know if I put the chorus out today and it's literally like, in a world full of dollies, I'd rather be Johnny Cash. And that literally, I'm like, if there's any other singers out there who feel like they're being forced into this pigeonhole of like being girly, girly, girly. And there's nothing wrong with that either. That is just not who I am. And for
Yeah,
about 4, 5, 6 months, I've got videos of me singing in pubs, like wearing like short white dresses and like my hair's all like, and I'm like, I don't even recognize that person. That's never been me. And I was doing it because I was like, well, this is what I need to do to get gigs actually. And like, all of a sudden one day I was just like, I don't know, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is not me at all. And actually now I've been sort of, I feel like now now I know who I am and now I feel confident to go, that's not me, but there are plenty of other singers out there who are like that, so please go and obviously
yeah,
select them for your gig. But my energy's changed. And somebody said to me the other day, like, honestly, it was actually, I think it was Rhiannon Page. She was saying, like, when I've got my guitar, like, my confidence, that you can see my confidence is different and stuff.
yeah,
And my energy is definitely different. And I just want people to know it's okay to just be you, right?
yeah,
Like
100%.
Casey Musgrave said it, follow your arrow.
Yeah.
whatever it's called. Yeah, to
But that's
it.
and that's it. Like, if you want to, a lot of us are having this discussion right now because there's a lot of controversy over not wearing pink fluffy cowboy hats to festivals or whatever people are upset about in the last hour. Um, and I was like, I turned up to the Southern Roots party in an
Mhm.
NFL dress. Like, I'm not bothered. Like, I wear what
Yeah.
makes me comfortable. If I'm going to the petrol station, I'm wearing my Atlanta Falcons jersey and a pair of sneaks. Like, I
Hmm.
don't have to be in cowboy boots all the time to live a country life. Like, that's not what it is. So,
No,
no,
no.
100%. It's so important to show up as you. And
Yeah,
people
I
feel
feel it.
that. People receive it better because they can. We're in a society where everything's under a microscope. Whatever we
Yes.
post, whatever we say, whatever we do, people are watching.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I think when you're truly yourself, people are drawn to you. An opportunity arises. So I don't think that it's by accident that things happen. I think it's the fact that you have shown up so authentically as you and unapologetically you and said, hey, this is who I am. Like it or hate
Yeah.
it. That's where opportunity comes knocking.
Do you know? Yeah, correct. And like, I'm nearly like, earlier on, I had to remind myself it was February because I feel like I've lived a whole life already, and we're only 6 weeks into the year, and I'm already
Yeah.
nearly fully booked for the year. And I'm like, that's not happened by accident. People are
No.
literally, because I am the vibe for that. Like, there is a tribe out there for me.
Yeah. And it's
And
believing that, isn't it? It's having that
yeah,
confidence and knowing that what you're
yeah,
what you're putting out there is what people want to see. So
yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And I'm having this is the other thing as well. It's like Nat, like I talk to Nat Hills a lot. We've only ever met once at the Seven Roots thing, but we voice note all the time. And I met her through the country community, and she literally said to me once, like, I can't remember what we were talking about, but she said, whatever you're doing, it should, like, with the singing, it should be like easy, it should be fun. And if it's not easy, if it's not fun, if it isn't coming naturally, then it's not right. And I think when she said that to me, I was like, I don't find it fun going out in God knows what. I don't find it easy to sing Dolly Parton songs for an hour. I don't enjoy it. And then I was like, do you know what? Now, like, you are the gospel. And like, I was like, right, what are the chords to Ring of Fire? Right, how do we do Ring of Fire?
let's do
What?
it.
Yeah, yeah, and it all
Love that.
changed. Yeah, yeah.
So,
So
final little question though, and we ask every guest that we have on. We're going to do a compilation video at the end of all the answers.
okay, cool.
Um, what is your biggest country music ick?
Oh God, people. Oh God, I'm gonna get burned at the stake.
You're not. I promise. I promise. We've got your back. Don't worry.
Okay, now I sing this every set I do because I know it's a guaranteed floor filler. I try not to sing it when I'm at place like if I'm at like an actual country bar, I try not to sing it. When it comes on the radio, it makes a piece of my soul die.
Okay.
Man, I feel like a woman. I just can't.
Yeah.
And it's also a reason people have said to me about doing a Twain tribute. I don't know why, because I've never expressed it. Like, she's wonderful, talented, great, but I've never expressed a huge interest in Shania Twain. And literally, I remember someone saying to me once, why don't you do a Shania Twain tribute, make loads of money? And I said, I cannot live my life knowing that every night I gig, I have to finish with, man, I feel like I can't do it. I can't. I just can't. And on that basis alone, I can't do it.
That's entirely fair. Entirely fair. There is no judgment here. We've all got so
What's
so I
yours?
I
What's
worked at
yours?
security at a cowboy bar local to me.
Okay.
So I do security, not anymore, but up until last summer I was doing security on bars, and this country themed bar local to me, we actually banned people from asking for Wagon Wheel because
Oh,
it was played
oh,
so many times. And it was so the bar opened kind of when country had started to just get
uh-huh.
popular, right? And nobody really, like, it's a really cool bar, it's really edgy, it's fun, but people were like not aware of country music other than Wagon Wheel or Shania, Dolly,
Yeah.
so we got to the point where in one night we'd played Wagon Wheel maybe like 12 times, and I was like,
Oh, no.
even me, who, like, I was the line dancing door supervisor because I'll get up and line dance on shift and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, if I hear that
No.
song again, and I'm
Yeah.
okay now. I had to have a massive break from it where I had to take it off my playlists because it was so much. So I get it. I do get, and now I'm fine with it. And if it comes on, I'm like, I've
Okay.
learned the line dance. I'm cool, totally cool with it.
If you
But
ever
for a
come to
while,
see
it
me,
was a struggle.
if you ever come to see me perform, just leave before the end. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
No,
that's
it's like I
that's
said,
my
I'm
big
fine now.
finish. That
I'm
is my
fine
big.
now.
No,
In
I do
fact,
know
I
what I
think I
feel a
was,
bit like that. In the salon we have we have smooth country on, and I feel a bit like that about Choosing Texas at the moment. The first 76 times I heard Choosing Texas in one day, like it was okay. Now I've heard it 8,655
yeah,
times. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. And like on Smooth Country, they play it a lot, and I get it because it's
yeah.
such a good song. I'm like, oh my god, I can't hear it again.
They were like, change the radio for this song,
Just turn it off.
which is fair.
Yeah.
But what's my biggest country music ick? I would say it's probably changed since I've started doing the podcast. I think
Mhm.
my biggest ick in country music is the gatekeepers, the people who are trying to gatekeep and put a fence around and say this, it can only be this. It's not anything else. Don't you dare try and bring anything else into it. And you can't wear this and you can't wear that and you have to wear this designer or you have to wear that designer or that. To me, the people who are trying to own the country scene is my biggest ick right now, I have to say.
I keep hearing this term, plastic cowboy, plastic cowgirl, and I get it. I get it. I get where people are coming from with it, but maybe, and I do think that's possibly one of the gatekeeping things.
Yeah. And I think we need to just embrace
Yeah.
it. Like, yeah, no, I don't, funnily enough, I don't have a cow in my garden or multiple cows in my garden in Blackpool. Like, I don't. It's not.
How dare you? How dare
I,
you run a podcast called Choosing Texas
I
without a
shouldn't
cow in your
even be
backyard?
wearing this cap, to be honest. I'm not a trucker. I'm not, this is a trucker cap and I'm not a trucker. Why? What?
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's one of those things. Maybe we just need to embrace it. Maybe people, yeah, I am a plastic cowgirl. I'm what? And what? Come for me, bro.
Yeah, and I guess as well, like at the end of the day, we want country music to stay as big as it is. We don't want people to get bored of it. And if we're gonna say to people, would you like, oh God, when I first listened to country music, I was probably a cast blah blah blah. I was probably a plastic cowgirl, and I thought I was it because I knew who Miranda Lambert was. You don't know who Miranda Lambert is? Oh my God, I like Miranda Lambert. But because you know what I mean, like I didn't find that anybody excluded me, so therefore I have continued, and I now love country music. It's a part of my life. Obviously, it's one of my jobs now, which is cool.
Yeah, yeah.
If people had been calling me a plastic cowgirl, I'd be like, do you know what? I'm going to go back to listening to Green Day because I can't deal with this.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I'd
Green Day
say.
much more accepting.
I still listen to Green Day. I do love Green Day.
Oh, so do I. I've
Yeah.
got a whole emo punk playlist that I have that is my like alternative.
I feel like there's a massive correlation between emo music and country as well, because they're both quite sad in their own right.
And they both tell
Like,
stories.
they
They've both
both
got
tell
a really
stories.
important message behind them.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Can I tell you a country music joke to finish off with?
go on.
You're gonna love it. My dad told me this. How many country singers does it take to change a light bulb?
Oh, I don't know.
20. One to change the light bulb and 19 to sing about the demise of the light bulb.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining. Where can people find you and keep up to date with what you've got going on in this busy year? Because I know that
Busy,
I'll be
yeah.
looking for those Nashville photos.
I know, I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh my God. I wake up at 3 a.m. I wake up at 3 a.m. and I'm like, what are you doing? So I have a Facebook page. So currently my performing name is Kelly Sings Country. So you can look that up on Facebook. On Instagram, it's instagram.com/Kelly_sings_country. However, you will notice on my socials the name Kellyanne, the girl in black, being dotted around. And that's kind of where I'm headed, because there ain't no way I'm getting up on stage in Nashville and someone being like, welcome to the stage, Kelly sings country. That is a country music ick right there. So I'm trying to give myself like a proper country name. So
We got it. We got you
yeah.
covered.
Thanks.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining, and thank you to Steppers for joining us on another
Thank
special
you.
episode. We will see you next Tuesday for our regular radio show, 9 p.m. on Southern Roots Radio, and a few more little interviews and fun clips coming to YouTube as well real soon. Take care, guys. Thanks for
Thank you so much.
joining.